black enslaved child who was blind and mentally disabled. That was Tom. And yet he could listen to a single performance of Chopin and reproduce it note for note, perfectly. His owner never saw him as a human being. To him, Tom was a strange little child with an unusual ability, something to display on stage and sell to curious audiences. People in that era even gave him offensive nicknames, treating him more like an attraction than a person. What on earth happened to this child? In 1850, in Georgia, Tom was sold into slavery along with his parents while he was still an infant. The new owner, Bethune, frowned the moment he saw the baby. Tom's eyes didn't focus. He couldn't speak. He waved his hands in the air and made odd sounds. Blind, and clearly unable to work. He'll never be useful, Bethune muttered. For slaveholders, value meant labor, and to Bethune, a blind, developmentally disabled child seemed like a burden with no future. So he simply let Tom wander around the plantation, convinced the boy couldn't do anything at all. But one day, when no one was watching, Tom crawled into the master's house. He followed sounds in the darkness and ended up in front of the piano where the Bethune daughters practiced. In that moment, the child discovered an entirely new world. For a boy who lived only through sound, the piano felt like the first door that had ever opened to him. When he touched the keys, the mistress screamed and pulled him away. Bethune rushed in with a whip. "What do you think you're doing?" But when Tom touched the keys again, Bethune froze. The melody his daughter had played flowed from Tom's tiny hands, perfectly intact. A blind toddler, unable to speak, labeled as broken by society. Yet he could play a European masterpiece flawlessly, without ever seeing a score. Bethune's expression changed immediately. The child he had dismissed suddenly looked like a potential source of profit. From that day forward, Tom was given his own room. Inside was a piano. Tom played it 10, 12 hours a day, losing all sense of time. He couldn't hear a sound without trying to echo it back through the keys. One day, Bethune gathered guests and announced proudly, "Prepare yourselves. This boy, barely 5 years old, can hear a European master's work once and reproduce it exactly. Watch." Skeptical guests surrounded the piano. Tom touched the keys and recreated the entire piece. Gasps filled the room. "How is this possible? He can't even see the score." Bethune smiled. "I assure you, this will be the most remarkable thing you witness tonight." After the guests left, Bethune whispered with excitement, "This child may be worth more than I ever imagined." Soon after, he called in a touring promoter. "Take the boy. Travel with him. We'll divide the profits." A blind child with this kind of ability? Incredible. We'll earn a fortune. And so Tom left the house and began a life of endless trains, hotels, cramped backstage rooms, and stage after stage, a performing life he never chose. So, what will happen to Tom in the future? Here's a sneak peek at what is coming up next. Led by Oliver, young Tom was dragged around the country, forced to perform from stage to stage like a piece of property. To the audiences, he wasn't an artist. He was just a bizarre curiosity, a black boy playing the piano. Oliver pocketed every single penny of the massive fortunes Tom brought in, ruthlessly exploiting the boy's genius and endless labor. A musical prodigy who didn't even know what freedom meant, used as nothing more than a money-making machine. Caught in a loop of endless exploitation and darkness, Tom's tragic life was about to pull him even deeper into the abyss. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe, leave a like, and turn on notifications.